Hello and welcome to the TigrePup channel. In this video, I'll be coloring this mannequin's hair orange and black. If this topic interests you, then please keep watching. Okay, so here is a mannequin, and what we're starting off with, she has a hair history. I'm gonna try to leave it in a playlist so you can see what all she went through, but I felt like that color wasn't light enough, or it still had too much previous color, so I decided to go in with my color fix here to remove the excess color so we can have a fresh start. So right here I'm just doing showing you all of the contents of this particular product. As you can see here, step 1 and step 2. Well, that's 2 step 1s if you want to make it like a half, and then this is step 2, and you combine step 1 and step 2, so you have at least 2 different applications as far as this product is concerned. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you the instructions. Pause to read. So I just pretty much followed the instructions, and we're going to see what the result is after this. Okay, so then according to the instructions, it's 1 part dye lifter to processing solution. So that's what you see me mixing up here. And it's applied to dry hair. I don't know why I always shake the product, just make sure I have everything emulsified so there won't be any settling and stuff like that. But I just make sure. So I say I'm going to start in the darkest part. That's what I was trying to show you right there. And I'm going to start trying to lift this color out. And it says it's at room temperature, no heat, and for a period of up to 20 minutes. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And we're going to take a look at that once everything's been finished. And apparently I ran out, so I start tapping it on. And I'm trying to stretch it throughout the hair to make sure I get all of the hair coated, because apparently it wasn't enough. Okay, so here's what we're looking like after I applied the color fix semi-permanent brand, whatever, and it's looking pretty good. It's doesn't have any off tones, but you can see a little bit right there with the green in that little section right there in the very front. But I think the color that I'm going to be using is going to cover all of that, because it's definitely darker than that pastel pale shade right there. So just trying to give you a thorough view of what the leftover color looks like. Okay, so a little bit of difference here. I did the color off camera. Well, I do have footage of that, but it just makes the video too long. Right here is just going to be a redo on this because it looks good, but it could be better. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so if you would like to contribute to my Cash App, it would be greatly appreciated. I'll try to leave a link in the description section down below. And thanks in advance. Okay, so before I begin showing you the tutorial for this video, I'm going to show you where I made a mistake. When I first began, I used the orange blaze in the darkest brown because I figured it'd be close to black, and that was what I had in stock. And apparently the darkest brown wasn't dark enough. And as you can see, it left a big gape right there when I first did it, so I'm going to redo it in this video. Okay, so like I said, this time I'm going with the orange blade and the black velvet because it's the only true black that I could figure out from the swatches on Adore color swatches online and stuff. So here's a 360 of what we're looking like. Okay, so the entire back at the nape, I'm just going to put the black velvet by itself, and everything else is going to be weaving the orange blade with the blaze with the black velvet. Yeah, so basically I was just too lazy. I just wanted to use what I had in stock, and that's why I end up redoing this. Plus I made the separation between my weaves. It was too far apart, which made like a big line where one began and the other stopped or stuff like that. So that's what you see me doing here. And we're gonna see if this turns out a lot better than the previous look. I'm not sure exactly what made me do the flips, but I thought it was cute at the time. I was bringing the 90s back. But anyway, so yeah, that's what you see me doing here. Right here is just going to show you what I did in order to get this color, if you were interested in learning how to do that. So I'm gonna just let this play, and you can watch if you so choose. Okay, so now that we finished the back section, I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to put the orange blaze for the pieces that weren't foiled. I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the foils, I was weaving some with the black, some going from orange to the black, which was like orange at the root and then like black towards the ends, and I was alternating them as far as like trying to keep it you know, like not so perfect. I don't know what's the word right now. I can't even think of it, but that's what you saw me doing right here. I'm just going back in with the orange blaze, and even though that particular color isn't the problem, I'm just redoing it. It's just gonna enhance what was already applied the previous time. So that's what you see me doing here, and after this I'm gonna start working on the two sides in the front. Okay, so basically I'm doing the same thing that I did in the back. Now I'm doing it on the sides. I'm only going to show one side because it's kind of like repetitive in my opinion. If you've seen one side, you've seen both sides. So I pretty much did the same thing. Some of them I went a little lower with the orange, and I went a little high with the black. Sometimes I just alternated because I didn't want it all one monotone color. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here, and we're just going to check this out until we get finished with this section. Up next we're going to do the front, and we're going to see how that looks. This is the part that I really didn't like. I wish I had put like some of that hair cholesterol right here around the ear, because it got stained pretty bad. And plus, once I stuck underneath the dry, because with Adore colors the directions specifically say you're supposed to stick them underneath the dryer. And you're also not supposed to put it against the scalp, which I actually did anyway. But yeah, other than that, you know, I just did the same thing, you know, I would normally do with Adore colors. Like I said, you shampoo the hair first, you apply your color, and then you stick them underneath the dryer for about like 30 minutes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And so that's what you see me doing. Well, I'm going to do this after I finish applying the color, and I'm going to do it off camera. But anyway, I'm doing the same thing that I did in the back in the front here. So once I finish using the foils, I'm going to go back in and apply the orange blaze in between the foils, to the hair color in between the foils. I guess next time I'll have some kind of protectant to cover her ear, because like I said, it got pretty messy. And even after I did that, when I did the front, I should have had it going back instead of forward, because it actually got on her forehead. And so it forced me to have to do a bang. So it's just something to look out for. And you would think I would know this, because I'm always doing hair color with the Adore. But in case you didn't know it, now you do. Okay, so just continue watching. Okay, so here you see me applying the cholesterol towards the forehead, which it didn't help at all because it ended up slipping off when I stuck underneath the dryer, and it actually stained her whole forehead, which made me have to do a bang. You'll see what I mean when I did the final result. But right here, I'm just applying the black and the orange, and I'm doing it a little bit more heavier in the front towards the bang. Why? Because I thought it might look cute. Plus, the back was in black, and I thought it would look better if the back is in black and the front is in black. So you'll see it's a lot heavier with the black in the front. Well, at least the first few sections, and then at the top, it's like not as much. So just continue watching. Okay, so right here, just finishing the top with primarily the orange. So it's like mostly orange at the top, fading into the black, which is why the front is, with the black mostly. So that's what you see me doing here. I noticed that some of the ends had the darkest brown, so I decided to put the little black on the very ends, but not much higher than, maybe an inch or two. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so here's what the head is looking like after I finish applying all of the foils. And up next, we're going to show the finished result. So just stay tuned. Okay, so here's a reminder of what the hair was looking like before we began with our semi-permanent hair color, and after we took the old color off. And here is the completed look. Decided to give her a trim to mostly show off all of her layers in the black and the red and whatnot. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and learned something in the process. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.